All right, we're back, and if you're just joining us, it's Galaxy today, live from here in Lagos. And it's Friday, so it's going to be a bit, laid back and maybe more enjoyable on the show today. Our topic is a very serious one, really, if you look at it from the context of the country we live in, Nigeria, where people have misguided notions as to getting counseled, in a proper and professional manner. But I'm not a psychologist, but I do have experts with us on the program today, and they'll be talking about why Nigerians really are not so welcoming to the idea of psychological counseling in Nigeria. And of course, don't forget the program is quite interactive. You can interact with us via all our social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, and send an SMS to the number that will be on your screen shortly.
And also, to add more flesh to that intro, we would be looking at who a professional counseling expert is, and what their job entails, and how they've been carrying it out, and how successful or challenging doing those stuffs have been. The perception of psychological counseling in Nigeria is what we're going to be looking at this morning. We have with us today two experts on the job, Dr. Mrs. Selina Njoku, PhD. She's a fellow in counseling psychology. Thank you so very much, ma'am.
You're welcome.
We also have Mrs. Regina Obasa. She's the president of the Counseling Ambassadors Organization of Nigeria. Thank you so much for being part of the program.
A pleasure.
So let me start with you, Mrs. Obasa. Who is a professional counselor?
A professional counselor is someone who has been tutored. You understand what I mean? Who has gone to school, who is tutored, who has, of course, you need to have a degree to that extent to be able to function properly in that context. But at the same time, there are people who have flair for such things, who are very, very comfortable with talking you out of your depression and things like that.
Without a formal
training. You also have that. But a combination of the two will give a perfect
mix.
Mix.
Okay. All right, Mrs. Njoku, are there differences really between a counselor, a therapist, and a psychologist?
Sure, there are.
There are. Okay. What are those differences?
I thank you, Patience. I thank you, Tolu. I thank you, Yes. In counseling, we have guidance counselors, we have advisors. Anybody can advise, anybody can guide. According to my friend, she has said many things. I just want to add. But when it comes to counseling, the difference is clear. It's not everybody. You must go through the walls of the classroom. You must have the tools, the skills, the knowledge to work. And you face obvious. And you are always exposing your clients, your counselee, to options to choose.
So you don't make up their minds for them.
Okay. If you're making up their mind, you become an advisor. You become a guardian.
Okay.
But once you expose somebody, excuse me, ma, I'm now 18 years old, can I have boyfriend? Sure, you can have. Because of the hormones in you, female estrogen, male androgen. You can. But then, so there are some consequences
with that.
You show them all the consequences. At the end, being a human being, a chooser. Choose what he wants, refuse what he wants. It's your choice. Counseling comes in. Unlike an advisor, you want to get a boy, have a boyfriend. Well, I have told you, it's not good. I have said it without exposing the clients to the counseling or the mentee. So we have the therapist. When you have the tools, the skills, psychology. They're talking about the mind, the psyche.
Okay.
Here we talk about the cognitive, but here we talk about the feeling, the interest, your passion, the psychology. So there are differences, but all of them packaged together are the rules of the counselor.